Learn more on BBC Bitesize.
Hey, welcome to the BBC Bitesize English Language series.
I'm Carl, and this is Jean.
Today we're tackling a tricky topic, analysing language.
We're going to help show you the structure, the tricks, and the sentence starters that'll make you sound like a pro.
So grab that pen and paper, you'll want to write this down.
Before we chat about what to do, let's first discuss what we shouldn't do. There are 3 big mistakes that students make.
Mistake number 1, you spot a technique and that's it. You just announce it exists.
There's a simile. Okay, so what? That's not really telling the examiner anything. You're not really going to earn marks there. You have to explain why the writer used a simile and what effect it has on the reader.
Mistake number 2, you're just retelling the story instead of analysing the language choices made by the writer.
Don't just say what happened. Say how the writer uses language to make it happen. Focus on the words and the choices and the techniques. Don't just sum up the plot.
And mistake number 3, making vague comments that could apply to literally any text.
Don't just say something happened for effect, or that something happened to engage the reader. Come on, be specific. How does it engage the reader? What effect exactly is it having on the reader?
So, no technique spotting without explanation. No retelling, no vague waffle. Got it?
For more advice on common exam room mistakes, head over to the BBC Bitesize website. The link is below.
Here comes the good stuff. Here is a simple framework that you can use in your exam room question, and we think it works every single time.
It involves 3 steps. What, how, and why. Let's break them down.
So, step 1, ask yourself, what is the writer doing?
Ask yourself what tone is being created. Is it tense, angry, funny, sad?
What does this tell us about the character? What are we learning about the events within the text?
You're identifying the effect the writer wants, not spotting techniques yet, just understanding the purpose.
Step 2 is the how. So ask yourself, how is the writer achieving that?
Instead of walked, the writer might say a character skipped, marched, or crept.
Do you see how each word creates a different image? That's how word choice works.
Exactly. The writer might also use techniques, metaphors, similes, personification to paint a picture. You're identifying the specific words and techniques the writer chose to create that effect.
And then we can get on to our final step, step number 3, where you ask yourself, why has the writer made these choices?
This is the big one. Why does skipped make you feel differently about a character than crept?
Now you see, skipped.
That might suggest joy, lightness, or innocence, whereas something like crept, that might suggest fear, sneaking, or guilt.
The writer chose these words because they create an effect. They make us think and feel certain ways about that character.
Let's also look into how the writer uses personification. So how about a sentence like, the silence pressed against it?
Ooh, I like that one. That's not just describing silence, it's making it feel oppressive, unbearable, almost physical.
The writer chose personification to make you, the reader, feel that uncomfortable pressure. There is your why.
When you explain the why, you're showing you understand the writer's purpose, not just throwing out techniques one after another without explaining each one.
Now remember, if you need any more guidance on the framework we've just described, you can head over to the BBC Bitesize website. Now let's look at how to make your answer shine from the very first word, because we're going to be using the right sentence starters.
If you start every sentence with "the writer shows," your answer gets repetitive and a little bit boring.
Absolutely, Jean. You need variety. So try these instead. Sentences like, this could imply, it makes the reader feel, or this creates a sense of.
Or when you want to be more specific about what the writer is doing, try these. The writer highlights, or this emphasises. Maybe this phrase reveals, or the writer presents. Even this word demonstrates.
Does much better, right? They sound much more confident and considered.
Now, when you're explaining how the writer does something, you might use the adjective X suggests, or the verb X implies. Even this personification creates.
And crucially, when you're explaining the why, the purpose, use starters like this. The writer may have chosen this to, or this suggests the writer wanted to, or by describing this way, the writer aims to.
Let's put this all together with a real example. Downstairs, the abandoned, forgotten iron was demonstrating its fault.
So instead of saying the writer shows, you can say the writer has hinted at the hazardous situation that has unfolded.
Now, let's analyse the techniques. You might write, the adjectives abandoned and forgotten personify this object as having negative feelings. Furthermore, the verb demonstrating implies the object itself can showcase its flaws, like a person.
Did you notice how Jean used the word furthermore? That's a great sentence starter for developing your ideas.
If you want to contrast your ideas, use on the one hand and on the other hand. So for example, on the one hand, forgotten suggests loneliness. On the other hand, demonstrating implies the object has power, as if it can tell us its own story.
Finally, explain the purpose. So use phrases like, the writer may have chosen this personification to make the reader feel uneasy, as though an everyday object has turned menacing. This has made the situation feel dangerous and unpredictable.
See? That's a complete analysis using strong starters and specific language. And for more sentence starters and vocabulary inspiration, just visit the BBC Bitesize website.
So, let's recap. When you analyse language, remember the framework.
Avoid the three traps: technique spotting without explanation, retelling the story, and vague generalisations.
Tell us, what is the writer doing? How are they doing it? And why have they made those choices?
Use strong, specific sentence starters.
Master these, and your language analysis answers will stand out.
You've absolutely got this. And for more help with your GCSE English Language revision, visit the BBC Bitesize website. The link is below.
For in-depth GCSE resources and practice, visit BBC Bitesize now.